Hey there, sports history fan. This is Ross Bliley, the host of the Pigskin Tales podcast. Are you looking for that perfect, unique gift for your sports-loving child or grandchild? Or maybe you're looking for one. Well, I got something very unique for you. It's a racket. It's the ultimate device for the ultimate fan. It's perfect for any time you need to make some noise. What it is a 7-inch compact megaphone. It's got 8 powerful adjustable LED lights, noisemakers. Plus, you can design it all you want to match your team's colors. So get on out there and let's get loud. Bring a racket to your next game or competition to cheer on your favorite team or athlete. To pick up your racket today, head to myracket.com. That's myraket.com.
Now it's time to take a sports break, a look at sports history on a daily basis. Hello, my friends in sports history. This is Darren Hayes of the Sports Jersey Dispatch podcast. Welcome once again to the Pig Pen, your place for all things great in sports history, and welcome to your sports break for this January 2nd, where we will be celebrating the milestones in sports history made on January 2nd throughout history by remembering the great athletes that performed them or were rewarded for them and the numbers that they may have worn on those dates. So let's get first into how you can join our newsletter. It's totally free, very easy to sign up for. Go to the show notes of this very podcast, and each day, 6:30 a.m. Eastern, you will receive a newsletter in your email inbox. You can cancel at any time. You'll know everything that's going on in the world of the Pig Pen. That's Pigskin Dispatch. That's Jersey Dispatch, Orville Mulligan Sports Writer, and many items from the sportshistorynetwork.com. So to subscribe, go to those show notes and sign up now. Now for your January 2nd sports history, let's go to the uniform numbers of 14, 22, 3, and number 81. January 2nd, 1943 is our starting point, and the University of Kentucky Wildcats men's basketball team began a tremendous legendary run, a 129-game home winning streak that only ends in 1955. Remember, this is 1943 they started it. This also included the NCAA men's basketball titles in 1948, 1949, and 1951. Great run by the Wildcats. January 2nd, 1983, in a 35-27 win over the Houston Oilers, the Cincinnati Bengals quarterback number 14, Ken Anderson, completed 20 consecutive passes and finished the season winning his second consecutive passing title with an NFL record of 70.55% completion percentage. Now, I think that's some tremendous marks, 2 years in a row finishing as the top passer, and too bad those Cincinnati Bengals teams were a little bit better, but that doesn't mean that Ken Anderson doesn't deserve a place in the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton. Let's think about that for a second. January 2nd, 1986, the New York Islanders' future Hall of Fame right wing, number 22, Mike Bossy, scored his 499th and 500th career goals in the final 2 minutes and 22 seconds to lift New York to a 7-5 victory over the Boston Bruins. Bossy was the 11th player in NHL history to score 500 career goals or more. January 2nd, 2012, it was the 41st Fiesta Bowl, and the number 3 Oklahoma State Cowboys defeated the number 4 Stanford Cardinal 41-38 in an overtime session. The Cowboys quarterback number 3, Brandon Weeden, connected on 3 touchdown passes with wide receiver number 81, Justin Blackman, to aid in the OSU victory. The scoring strikes were from 43, 67, and 17 yards out for this duel. With the win, the Oklahoma State finished 3rd in the BCS polls, and what a tremendous season they had. I think that's the highest that Oklahoma State has finished in recent modern times, especially in the BCS and FBS championship series of these, college ranks for Division I Division I college football. So just some great history we talked about today. Hope you enjoyed these little tidbits. And for more, you can go to sportshistorynetwork.com, where there's 30 podcasters that are just bringing some great sports history from all eras and genres of sports. I think you'll really enjoy that. Very family friendly for everyone, and I think you'll really enjoy those. As well as go to pigskindispatch.com for some more great football history. Talked about the Fiesta Bowl today and Ken Anderson. Well, we cover many of the bowl games, including all of the Rose Bowl games on PigskinDispatch.com. And if you haven't joined in any of those discussions yet and heard any of those podcasts or read about them, go to PigskinDispatch.com right now and type in Rose Bowl in the search box, and you will be pleasantly surprised, I think, finding out all that great history. But we have many more great bowl games that we're covering as far as our series on the greatest college games and greatest NFL games of all time, which we post almost daily on the days that they occurred on. So basically from September all the way to beginning of February, you're going to see many of those pop up. And I think they'll be very enjoyable for any sports history collector. And of course, JerseyDispatch.com, where this podcast that you're listening to right now is coming from. And we have lots of great things planned for 2023. So enjoy those and tune in often and every day, as a matter of fact, as we will take you on these great adventures through sports history. So till tomorrow, everybody, have a great sports history day. We're dribbling around and see the shot clock's almost out, so we got to put up our shot and come back tomorrow for some more great sports history. We invite you to check out our websites, JerseyDispatch.com and PigskinDispatch.com. Not only see the daily sports history, but to experience the preservation of great events and people that play the games. Find us on Pigskin Dispatch. It's also on social media outlets of Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and don't forget the Pigskin Dispatch YouTube channel to get all your daily sports history. Pigskin Dispatch is happy to be associated with the Sports History Network, the sports headquarters of yesteryear, found at sportshistorynetwork.com.
This podcast is part of the Sports History Network, your headquarters for the yesteryear of your favorite sport. You can learn more at sportshistorynetwork.com. Hey there, sports history fan. This is Arnie Chapman, a.k.a. the Football History Dude, and I hope that you enjoyed this recent episode presented by the Sports History Network and were able to learn some good old-fashioned sports history knowledge nuggets. I started the Sports History Network back in 2020 with the mission to help podcasters find a community of like-minded sports history nerds, as well as helping aspiring podcasters to start their own shows. We have a little bit over 30 shows on the network right now covering all sorts of sports history, but as far as I'm concerned, we're just at the toothpick in the ocean moment, that can't even figure it out because there's so much more coming. We wanted to create the ultimate headquarters for sports yesteryear, starting with Podcast Network and our website, but we're going to continue to move into other mediums as well. And here's the cool part, because we want you to be part of our team. So if you're interested in starting your own podcast, or maybe being a guest on one of our shows, or who knows, maybe even writing an article for us over on the website. Seriously, all you gotta do is reach out to us on the contact page over at sportshistorynetwork.com. You can be as technologically savvy as a Neanderthal tapping on a stone trying to figure out this whole hieroglyphics thing back in the day. Again, it doesn't matter, because even if you don't understand the whole podcast space, we have a production team that can pretty much help you out with doing everything. All you gotta do, head over to sportshistorynetwork.com, head to the contact page, fill it out. That message goes right to me, and I'll reach out to you as soon as I can. But for now, dude, I'm through if you're through.